Welcome back. It is Love Week here on Living Local. We're highlighting a variety of heartfelt ways to get ready for Valentine's Day. One creative option is the Local Lovers Open Mic, hosted by the Midwest Writing Center. Joining us in studio is Ryan Collins. He is the Executive Director of the Midwest Writing Center. Great to have you back, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So this is the 8th edition of the Local Lovers Open Mic. So how did this event get started?
It was just kind of an idea to take kind of the pressure off of Valentine's Day, I guess. There's a lot of times, you know, for people who maybe don't have someone or who maybe are coming off of, you know, relationship difficulty maybe. So we were trying to do something kind of anti-Hallmark and try to make it kind of fun and open it up to people who want to sing songs, read poems, tell jokes. And so we've had everything from people reading poems in public for the first time and reading for someone in the audience, kind of a special Valentine's Day thing, to people telling stories of like their worst dates and like things like that. So it really runs the gamut. And even if people have things that don't maybe fit with that theme, it's totally fine. It's just a regular kind of open mic.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun, and I love that you kind of get such a wide variety of material at the event. So if someone wants to perform in the Local Lovers Open Mic, how can they get involved?
If they want to reach out to us in advance and sign up, that's fine. We've had a few people do that already, but we have a sign up there. It's a regular open mic, so you can come a few minutes early and sign up. We'll have sign up sheets there, and it's kind of first come, first read, or sing, or tell jokes, or whatever it is that people want to do. So
now, how long are the performances usually, or is there any type of, like, you cut them off at a certain point, or how does that work?
Yeah, we try not to cut people off too much, but we ask everybody that's performing to keep it to 5 minutes or less, because we usually have like 20-some performers.
Wow.
So it's a full evening, and they mostly tend to be like stories and poems, but we usually have some people who tell jokes. Last year we had a couple really excellent musical performances, so it kind of runs the gamut, and it's free and open to everybody. So hopefully people will maybe take a chance. We always love having first-time readers or first-time performers. We try to keep it real welcoming and real positive. So whatever people want to share, as long as it's original material and they keep it under 5 minutes, we're here for it.
So again, in the 8th edition, so what kind of response have you gotten from this event?
It's great. That's why we keep doing it every year. We usually have about 100 people show up at Ross Talks throughout the night. Like I said, we usually have about 20 performers, depending. So consistently, it's been pretty fun. Like, it started kind of as a joke, honestly.
Yeah.
It's part of the Spectral reading series, which we started a few years back. And yeah, it was just an idea that Ben, that owns Ross Talks, and I had to kind of do something fun around this time of year, and it's just kind of taken on a life of its own. So every year we bring it back, and every year it's fun.
Now, when and where is this year's Local Lovers Open Mic?
It's always at Ross Talks. All the Spectra reading series events, we try to always have them at Ross Talks. It's a great venue. People can get some food, get some drinks, hang out. Really, you know, welcoming, great environment. So yeah, people should come out and check it out.
Awesome. And is it on Valentine's Day, or when is it?
It's on February 13th.
February 13th.
Yeah, so just ahead of that. Yeah.
Awesome. So if you have something else planned for Valentine's Day, well, you can celebrate early at the open mic.
Most definitely.
So what is the Spectral reading series?
It's just a poetry reading series initially, but we've had all kinds of different readers. It started a few years ago. There's a lot of these series around the Midwest, but there was nothing really like that around here. A couple of the colleges will bring writers in, but we were trying to bring something here where we could support touring authors when they're out promoting their book and doing readings and stuff. So we could be a stop kind of between like Chicago, Madison, Minneapolis, Des Moines, and kind of get on that circuit. And then also have local readers read alongside them. So it's a way to sort of hopefully elevate and promote local writers right alongside like nationally publishing and award-winning authors.
What a great platform for local writers. That's amazing.
It's been great.
Now, later this month, you guys are hosting the 12th annual Iron Pen Contest. So what's the history behind this contest?
I don't remember whose idea it was initially, but the idea is it's a 24-hour writing contest. So anyone who wants to participate, you sign up in advance. On Friday, February 21st, we send out a prompt at 5 o'clock. And then everyone who's signed up, they have 24 hours to get in their poem, story, or nonfiction piece. And the prompt this year is going to center around the work of David R. Collins, who is a pretty well-known local writer and was our co-founder. He was a leap year baby. He was born on February 29th, 1940. So this is his 20th birthday.
Yes.
So we're going to pull something from his work. He published something like over 80 books in his lifetime. So we're going to maybe have a couple prompt options. We've never done that before, and they're going to center around his body of work.
Wow, that's such a cool tie-in there. Now, who is eligible to register for this Iron Pen contest?
Literally anybody.
Awesome. Any age, any background?
Any age, any background, any experience level. It's $10 per category that you want to compete in, and we usually have people, a good number of people that'll do a poem and a story, or sometimes compete in all three categories, which is a lot for 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's a lot of writing, and that's a lot of originality, but I think that time frame puts pressure on people to sort of write outside of their comfort zone and write something a little differently than they maybe normally would. So the work that we get is really amazing. And everyone who enters is eligible for a drawing to get a full conference registration to our writers conference in June.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, how are these submissions judged?
They are judged blindly. So they come in, we assign a number to them, and then usually what we do is the winner from the previous year in each category judges this year's category. So it kind of helps keep the momentum going year to year. And it kind of keeps people engaged in the contest. And a lot of people participate every year, but we always get some newcomers, so hopefully we'll get some more of those. But yeah, everything is judged blind. And then the fall, actually on February 29th, we do a reading at the Writing Center where we give out the medals for the winners, honorable mentions, and we do the drawing for the conference registration.
Awesome. Now, Ryan, why would you encourage people to get involved with this contest?
I think everybody should do a little bit of writing. I think we're all writers to some extent or another. And something like this, I mean, you might surprise yourself. I think that's always a good reason to do this, even if you don't think of yourself as a writer. It's giving you a prompt, so you don't have to kind of come up with everything on your own. It's giving you a little push. And it's got this short time frame, which sort of like helps get you out of your comfort zone a little bit and maybe think about the writing that we do every day in a little bit different and maybe more creative way.
Definitely. Now, Ryan, we've talked about the local lovers open mic and the Iron Pen contest today, just a couple events that the Midwest Writing Center hosts. For those who might not be familiar, what is the Midwest Writing Center and what is the mission?
So we are the only literary arts nonprofit in the community. There's a lot of great arts nonprofits around here. We're the only one that focuses on writing. Our mission is to foster the appreciation of the written word, support and educate its creators. And we think everybody's a writer. I think a lot of times people think, well, I don't want to share my work, like maybe I keep a journal or I am into to-do lists or whatever it is, but I don't want people to see what I write. You do not have to show people what you write to get something out of writing. There's a lot of benefits to be had in terms of your mental health, in terms of just being organized, in terms of like creating a space for yourself to kind of unload a little bit, all the stuff we kind of carry around in our head every day. If you can carve out a little space and use your basic sort of writing skills that pretty much everybody has, I think it can bring a lot of light into your life. So we try to encourage people to do that in all kinds of different ways.
Yep, writing is very powerful. Thank you so much for what you're doing in the community to help writers discover their talents and the many benefits of writing.
Yeah,
and thanks so much for giving us all the details on the 2 upcoming events.
Sure thing. Thank you.
All right, guys, if you would like some more information, you can visit mwcqc.org. We'll also have those details posted on ourquadcities.com.